Welcome back to the Max Reality. If you've seen my face before, then you know the drill, but if you're new here, I love talking all things reality TV, and it is once again time for a monthly review of everything I watched in June. June has been our lowest month as far as stats go. I have been very busy, so the TV time is drastically down. In June, I watched 12 shows, which equaled 74 episodes of TV, meaning I watched 3,572 minutes of reality TV, which may sound like a lot, but if you've seen my other review videos, is very low for me. Since it was a pretty low time for me reality TV-wise, I thought we would go back to my format from March and do a March Madness style bracket for the 12 shows I watched. So I put them into this website, I let them randomize the seeds because I didn't want to even do that of deciding which one was better than which. So I let it completely randomize the bracket and we're gonna go through it. And for our first two shows, we have quite a doozy. We have Insiders Season 1 from Netflix. I haven't seen Season 2 yet. Alongside Love Island USA Season 7. A ridiculous matchup, if I must say so myself. Insiders is a show from Netflix. It is a Spanish reality show. If you want to hear more about it, may I recommend my most recent video before this one, which is why you should be watching international Netflix reality shows. That one is in there, but pretty much it's a reality show of just the producers messing with the contestants. It is a total psychological mind game kind of show. It is very intense, and if you don't know about Love Island and you're watching this channel, that's pretty amazing to me. But Love Island is a dating show, has a bunch of very young 20s type people all dating each other and having fun. So those are our two competitors, super different, but I immediately know my answer, and that is Love Island USA, because while this season has had its ups and downs, I did not watch season 6, which I've heard is the best season ever. I was super busy last season. I missed it. I'm gonna go back and watch it one day. It's on my list to watch. But season 7 is a fun time. And compared to Insiders is a heavy watch. So Love Island USA is gonna win this round. Up next, we have MasterChef Season 15 against Jeopardy Masters Season 3. This is kind of a hard one because they bring different things to me, but I have to give it to MasterChef just because this season of MasterChef is markedly better than the past couple seasons have been, and I'm so happy that it seems like the producers of MasterChef took a minute to be like, we need to switch up, and it just feels so much better. It feels like MasterChef again, and while I love Jeopardy Masters, nothing crazy happened. It was a good season of Jeopardy Masters. I'll give them that. I love Jeopardy Masters, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to beat MasterChef Season 15. Next up, we have kind of a hard one for me to decide on. It's Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 16 versus Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service Season 1. Real Housewives, if you know, you know. If you don't know, it's probably too late for me to explain it to you, but this is the most recent season of Housewives of Atlanta, and I am loving it. But Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service is one of his new shows. I talked about it last month more in depth, and I'm having a good time with it. Yes, it's just Kitchen Nightmares, kind of repackaged, but I love the camp of it. I love something campy. I love a theme. So this one's kind of hard for me. I think we're going to have to give it to the Real Housewives because while I love Gordon and this show is so fun and camp, the ladies are really clocking in this season. They knew they needed to because of everything that happened with Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm going to give them that and let them go to the next round. Next up is a fun one because it's two shows I haven't really gotten to talk about yet because they both just started in June. And that is Below Deck, just the OG version, Season 12. Versus Next Gen NYC, the new Bravo show that has some of the Real Housewife kids, along with just some other highfalutin type New York kids, just kind of watching what they do. It's very Real Housewife style, but with young kids in New York. This one's a little difficult for me. We have Below Deck, and what I will say about this new season of OG Below Deck is I really feel like they're kind of refreshing it with the way they're editing it and the way they're producing it and all that. Especially the editing, I feel like is so much better than previous seasons. I don't know, just they're giving us more timestamps of like when things are happening and just more information in general. Because I feel like sometimes when I'm watching Below Deck, I'll kind of get lost on like, okay, what day of charter is this? What's happening? And I feel like the editing style they're doing this season is a lot more like keeping my attention, I guess, for lack of a better word, and more so just like being sure of where we are. Because sometimes you see these guests for multiple episodes and it's like, what is happening? But also, Next Gen NYC is something new, it's something fresh, which has its ups and downs. Like, it's kind of fun because it's new, but also it has some, like, kinks in it because it's new. So it's really hard comparing these for me. I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to give it to Below Deck. I've been really impressed with, like, the way they're doing this new season. Just really from, like, the producing and making the show side of it. And I want to give them credit for that because, honestly, like, I've been getting a little with Below Deck, and it's not just this one. It seems like with all the like versions of Below Deck, they've been trying to like revamp them a little, and I want to give them positive encouragement by letting them move to the next round. Now we're going into round 2. In round 2, you will hear shows you have not heard of yet as one of the competing shows. Just the way this bracket works out, it gave 4 random shows a bye into round 2. Just with the way brackets work, I couldn't help it. And like I said, I randomized the whole thing because I didn't want any part of it. But just to give you that heads up, it will be shows that I just talked about competing against some new shows. And first up for round 2, we have Love Hotel Season 1 versus Love Island USA Season 7. So Love Hotel is a new show from Bravo. It takes some of the Real Housewives and it put them in this like almost, I don't know, like a Bachelor in Paradise, Love Island kind of vibe, but like the 4 housewives were in charge and like, you know, got to make their own connections. It was kind of weird. It honestly did not deserve a bye into season 2 because this one is super easy for me. I'm definitely picking Love Island. I mostly watched Love Hotel as just something to pass the time. It's super great as a show if you're cleaning or doing a project and you want something to binge in the background, but it was nothing to write home about. If you like Ashley and Giselle from Potomac, or the other 2 women whose names I should know, and I'm sure somebody might be screaming at me about their names because I know they're famous and I'm put their picture up over here, but I didn't watch their franchises, so I don't know. But if you like any of those women, it will be fun for you in some aspect, but it was just a so-so show. So Love Island USA Season 7 is moving on to the semifinals. Next up, we have MasterChef Season 15 against a brand new show called The Snake that I am watching on Hulu right now. The Snake is one of those mind game type reality shows in the vein of like The Traitors, The Mole, The Trust, Secret Millionaire, any of those shows where the whole thing is deception and there's games and it's fun. I like it. I've only watched 3 episodes so far, so I'm still kind of like not super sure how I feel about it. So I think unfortunately it's not going to make it to the semifinals, which means MasterChef Season 15 is winning this round. Next up, we have 90 Day Fiancé, similar to Below Deck, the OG version, Season 11 versus our beloved Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I've talked about 90 Day Fiancé in the past, at least last month's video. We're at the point, we're at the tell-all now, and it's been fine. It's been happening. I don't know, it's just nothing to really write home about. So, because of that, unfortunately, it just, like, can't hold a candle to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, it's easy to compare these 2 shows because they've both been running for a really long time, and Atlanta knows they have something to prove, and they're trying to do it, so they're making it to semifinals. Last for round 2, we have Below Deck Season 12 versus a show called Summer Job, which is from Netflix. It's a Season 1, similar to The Insiders. I just recently talked about it in a video where I was talking about international Netflix shows, because this one is Italian, and let me tell y'all, it's so fun. And it's so funny because in that video, I kind of compared it to Below Deck, even though it's not. It's just similar in the vein of like young kids working together. It's a bunch of like rich type spoiled Italian kids who think they're going on a fun summer vacation, but find out they have to work for the vacation. They have to do all these jobs. And like, truly, I can't recommend that show enough. And while I'm very proud of what Below Deck has been able to do to like get better, unfortunately, it can't hold a candle to Summer Job. So Summer Job is making it to the semifinals, and if you want to know more about it, definitely check out that video. I'll have it linked up below. And we're officially in the semifinals. It's so weird since there's only 12 shows. I'm so used to talking about so many more shows, but your girl's been busy. So first up for the semifinals, we have Love Island USA Season 7 versus MasterChef Season 15. This is really hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. Part of this is hard for me because I didn't watch Season 6, and I've seen a lot of people comparing this season to Season 6, and I physically can't, since I didn't watch it. I've heard people say it's not as good, I get that, but also the ratings have been crazy for Season 7, so it's doing some stuff right. But in that same hand, MasterChef Season 15 is also like in a moment of like revamping itself. I'm very proud of all the work it's doing to make the show better. In seasons past, MasterChef never, ever would have made it to the semifinal. Like, the last 2 seasons honestly wouldn't have made it out of round 1. So it's a very big deal for them to even have made it this far. But I think at the end of the day, the way I should rate this is, if I'm being honest with myself and it was the night of both of these shows and I had to watch one, but like could only pick one to watch first and then the next one to watch, the first show I'd want to watch is Love Island. I can't get enough. Like, they always deliver. Even if it's not as good as other seasons or blah, 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 blah. Love Island is always giving. And this season, I do know they've been doing some kind of like experimental stuff, like with the format, but I'm here for it. And so it is making it to the finales. Love Island USA Season 7, let's go. And for our final pair up of the semifinals, we have Real Housewives of Atlanta versus Summer Job. And while I love both of these shows, this one isn't a hard one for me. Summer Job is just it's so good. I've been recommending it to anyone and everyone I can because I couldn't get enough of it. I loved watching it. And again, while I'm proud of what Atlanta's been doing, similar to MasterChef, Summer Job was just so good, y'all. Y'all have to check out that other video if you want to hear me talk more about it. I couldn't get enough. And for the finale, drum roll please, we have Love Island USA Season 7 versus Summer Job. And I thought this wasn't hard for me, but I don't know. It's hard because it gives similar vibes of like young people in their like early mid 20s having fun in the summer. But I don't know. Y'all, I think we're gonna have to give it to Summer Job. I just love Summer Job. Like, I can't stop recommending it. And while I love Love Island, part of why I love it is because I'm invested in the series itself, versus Summer Job is just one season. It's more of a standalone thing. And I have not stopped talking about it since I watched it. Anybody who will give me a few minutes, I'm like, Summer Job. And Love Island, while I do love talking about, I don't know, it's just not the same. So I think officially our winner for June 2025 of my reality TV watch time is Summer Job. It was just such a good time. Again, I've been saying this, I'm promoting that other video, but definitely go check it out because truly, aside from Summer Job, the international Netflix reality shows, so good. And I explain why you should go check them out in that other video, but Summer Job is my winner. I love it. I think it was my favorite show that I watched all of June. It was just a good time. It was a little frivolous, but I had fun watching it, and that's what reality TV is at the end of the day. It's having fun watching something and sharing it with other people. And now I'm sharing Summer Job with you all. And that officially is a wrap on all the shows I watched in June. I made a promise to myself to try to up my July numbers, but no promises to all y'all because your girl is busy. But June was good. I thought this was a fun time to do the bracket again since I hadn't done it since March, and because the past couple months I knew I wouldn't really be able to do a bracket like I could for this season because I just automatically knew what would be in the top. But generally, I just really liked everything I watched in June. A lot of it hit that kind of middle ground. So I thought it'd be really fun. And with that, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It truly means the entire world for me. These month review videos have been so fun for me. I love adding up all the data, seeing what shows I watched. It's just a really good time for me. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it down below. If you like reality TV, check out the channel and subscribe. It is a good time over here, especially Shark Tank. That's my main forte, but we're out of season right now, so we're getting less Shark Tank content. But it's still around. As always, I want to hear your thoughts, feelings, opinions, comments, all that and more down below. And until then, I'll see y'all in the next one.